Do you think the 49ers will trade Jimmy Garoppolo midseason? I mean, Kyle Shanahan left the door open when asked a couple of days ago, and Jimmy's contract got cut big time. So if someone was interested before, they'd be more interested now. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think it's
No.
possible. It depends on what they're offering. If they give him, like a second rounder or something, then yeah, maybe they'd consider it. But it's going to take a lot for them to move on Jimmy Garoppolo. And now that they have Jimmy, I think they're really sold on the idea of having a really legit backup behind Trey Lance in case something happens. So I think they're all in on Jimmy as QB2. And to be honest, I can kind of see Jimmy being a backup for years to come on this team. I don't think they're in a hurry to get rid of him at this price point. Having Jimmy Garoppolo, for $6.5 million as your backup quarterback, that makes you a really strong team in case something happens to Trey Lance. So it's going to take a lot for them to move Jimmy Garoppolo, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, for them to move him, it depends on a team getting really desperate and trading the Niners like a second or third round pick, because that's like an offer they can't refuse. But I'm not sure that's going to happen, because even if a quarterback does get hurt, who's going to trade a second or third round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo? 1 year of Jimmy, or the Jimmy, and you give him an extension. I think it's pretty clear the league isn't looking at him like that right now. He's no one's savior. He's a backup right now, and he may become a starter down the line, or maybe not. So if they do get a trade, it's probably going to be like a lower pick. And then how is that helping you? Is getting a 5th round pick next year better than having a good backup who can win if Trey gets hurt for a month? Because it's like, which quarterback is at biggest risk of getting hurt? Maybe Lance. He's got no pass protection, and he's a focal part of the running game. So if anyone needs a good backup, it's the 49ers. I don't really see them trading Jimmy Garoppolo. And to your point, if he stays on the bench all year, not sure that any team signs him as a starter next year either. And if he has to sign as a backup, once again, it looks like his best place to be a backup is here, because at least when he gets on the field, he'll look good. Kyle put him in good positions to succeed, and he'll win most of the time. So,
yeah. And all his friends are here. I honestly think we're going to see a Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo 1 and 2 for years to come. That if I had to bet, that's what I would put my money on.
Wow, that'll be very interesting. Some players on the team are going to have to wrap their heads around that one. I'm not sure they're there yet.